Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. So today we are here just having bought a new locomotive. Did get that to obviously auto drop down here where we just bought it. So we had loaded this up with the Montezuma, which was not really capable of hauling that many cars. So last deed it filled up the 4 cars. We're gonna see if we can get the train down the way with the 10-wheeler here, the Class 47. Obviously our newest locomotive to the game, not our strongest locomotive or anything else, but at tier 3 it was still under $4,000 with a few options. You go with the headlight and the smokestack there, so costs a little bit more but still cheap. I mean, under 4 grand, so great little locomotive for a tier 3. I guess my biggest complaint with it is that it's, coal fed, but the coal lasts for a really long time, so I'm sure we'll be out to the coal mine before we run out of coal anyway. At least that's the plan. So I think we now probably have enough pressure in this thing we can actually get to rolling. Do have a new line to check. Oh, probably still got the brake on there. Hopefully that's all actually hooked up. Let's actually make sure we have... Yeah, we're hooked up. Okay, good to go. Push that out. Probably need a link and a pin in there. Probably should actually switch over to knuckle couplers now that all of that stuff has been worked out. And they are working, just haven't done it yet. Still kind of old school, stuck in the ways. But, alright, so got that. Let's make sure we are good everywhere. I think we are. Gonna have to do more logs. Did turn around and run quite a bit up to the depot. Was using alternating Glenbrook really on lows. Running up to the depot is just making it easier to get the cars up there, so at least we got that in enough to get the new Loco. Alright, let's back this thing out, see if we can get to the line and give the new line up to the mine a run. We did get in track up there. Have not been down it yet, obviously. This is going to be a first run up there. Kind of take a look here while we're just rolling back nice and chill at our money situation. Obviously down to $390. Tier 4 still did just get up enough. We're a little bit over 4,000, which gave us enough to buy the Loco there with some options, so that we didn't just get totally stuck. There's a good look at number 201. Alright, coming out of our industry turn here, we will be backing on to the main line. A little bit of a heads up to the situation. Just clear this switch. Alright, that should be good. Give that a flip, and then we should be on our way down new rail. So just like that, that is our planned way out of the industry. Sometimes you're just going to back it around the loop if you're heading up this way. I don't mind that. Industry drop off the main line, and the mine up top is going to be just an end of the main line. That's all there is to it. Alright. Heading on down the rail. This one we should be able to get a little more speed out of, I would assume, than what we have been running. Definitely a different sound and a different look to this Loco. Well, not a super crazy different look, but a different... definitely a different sound to this locomotive. Love it or hate it, I'm not sure. Class 47, definitely not one I would probably normally run, but we're kind of trying to use some alternative locomotives and then Really, it was a cost thing, you know. For the power, this locomotive just really fits the bill at this point in the game. We needed something that was going to move stuff around. Already have the Glenbrook, didn't want to go with the Mason Bogey, and haven't hit tier 5, or haven't hit tier 5 for the Ruby Basin yet or anything like that. Alright, we will try to slow this down. Ooh, that was too much. Try to slow this down just a little bit as we're coming around. After we know the rail works, we'll turn around and slap in some signs and stuff like that. This one kind of follows a set route, I think, unless you're going to move the iron mine. I don't know how much variation. Obviously, it's going to vary every time you lay the track up this little valley here. But, you know, nevertheless, the path is kind of set, though. Much happier with the way probably this rail came out than last time. Things are just a little flatter, a little cleaner here and there. I like the angles. That's the nice thing with the second playthrough is you get a little more idea of where you're going and what you're doing. Haven't changed out any of the groundwork here, so everything is just kind of roughed. But most of it, I don't think I'm actually going to change this time either. I think I put bridges in where bridges are going to go. We're just going to have some mounted dirt in a few places, but that's just kind of part of the look of this one. Nice curve here. This one did come out at 76 meters radius there, or however that goes, but that's what that curve was. I know somebody will ask, so there you go. Before we get there. Uh-oh, what was that? Oh, almost looked like we had a tree spawn in the middle there. Everything coming out clean so far. Still has the load behind it. It looks like the Class 47 is definitely going to handle the 3%. This one run does not top out at more than 3%, but it's looking good for a little bit more power here with the Class 47. Should be doing some of the things that Montezuma obviously couldn't, which will give us a chance to stop having to flop the Glenbrook around all the time, because that was getting to be a bit of a pain. Montezuma just does not do much when you're going to be up in the grade, so we'll find some flat ground usage for that one and get it in there. It's just not really going to run the main line where we did not put a conservative. It's probably got a better chance of running this route, honestly, than it did run in the other direction, so I don't know. We might give it a chance on this run, but did not want to play around and knew we needed to upsize the Loco a bit anyway. I'm pretty sure this one we could probably get a little more speed out of. Give it some more up. And see if we can pick up some speed. Yeah, not really. We're actually losing speed. So it's on a pull. Yeah, I mean, it's using its power to pull, that's for sure. It's not just excess everywhere. So it's a good size Loco for the run. We can probably add a few cars. I mean, I don't think we're having a hard time pulling anything up, that's for sure. So, yeah, it looks like we could definitely add 1 or 2 cars, which is good. I mean, that's what we need to do. Obviously, just all in 4 cars up here to the mine would be a bit of a pain. So, we will be adding some more rolling stock now that we got a little bit of oomph to actually get it going. It's pretty cool. Alright, hit this mount, and then we do get a little bit of a downhill, so we should be able to grab a little bit more speed. Yeah, there we go. Climbing up. Now we're doing 30. We are going to turn around and start climbing back up, so the speed's going to go away on its own. Probably owe a few fines. Missed a few whistle signs there. And then we'll slide this back up so we don't lose all our oomph up the hill. Obviously, did have one little section of bridge in there, and then we have one more bridge section in here. Really pretty happy with the way that the bridge sections came out, so no real plan on changing anything there. Just nice. This is just a great sweeping trestle quarter, if you ask me. Really happy with the look of it. Nice thing with laying the track overhead is I found that, like, you can just really lay it to where it looks a little better, I think. Being able to lay it overhead, and definitely much faster when you can get out into ground where you can really cover some space fast. It's nice. Makes the game much easier, much faster. Track laying never been as easy as it is now, that's for sure. Nice little straightaway into the curve. Pretty happy even with the way that this curve came out. Obviously, this is where the line came to its end, and we already had the switch in, so. But not a bad footboat. Looks like we're going on the. Oh, we're going to run the whole thing. That's fine. Give us a chance to make sure everything handles the turns. Not slowing down special or anything like that. Even coming through at 20. Doing just fine. Probably will slow down a little bit here because this we know is a 35. So no point ripping through it. Hopefully everything stays on the rail here. Slightly concerned about what the hoppers are going to do because they definitely don't like that super tight of a turn, but I think we can get away with it at 36. It's just going to be a slow creep through the yard, but I don't have any complaints with that either. Definitely had yards in the past that were sketchier. Alright. That all seemed to work decent. This is where the brakes bite you the most, is when you just want a little fine control. Let's see how this will work. I really don't want to waste the money or anything, just trying to drop. Stupid. So, okay. Hopefully everything hits the dock. There, yes. Got them. That's good. These should unload fast enough, hopefully. We did learn, obviously, on our last one, you got to be careful up there at the gold mine how those work. Alright, that's working. And this should be working just fine then. Nice. Alright. Well, there's that. Our first loads are coming in. I think we have it on medium right now, so that's going to put, you know, some ore in there. Obviously, not going to fill it, not going to go too crazy. But we should get a little bit of ore going on. Yeah, looks like that's about it. Oh, I like how the train just came to a rest. Wonder why that is. I suppose with the curve, it just ran out of oomph. Yeah. Alright, well that's fine. So, there you go. Guess we will turn around instead of brake. Obviously, we have a lot more loads to run, but that was definitely a success. The new Loco's working, the new line's working. Gonna call that one a win. So say thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you get a chance, like, share, subscribe. Subscriptions are free, but they sure do help the channel. Y'all have a great day.